Okay, I'm finally live. YouTube. To my channel. Hey. Okay. I'm here now. I'm gonna. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Pop out chat. Waiting for chat to pop out. I had. Okay, I'm going to um, pop out in the chat this link for Dan. I don't know what happened. All I know is I had 2 lives going on and I deleted one of them, but I must have deleted the wrong one. Okay, now present. No. Invite. No. Let's see here. Settings. Present. Trying to copy. Paste. Pin message. Okay, Dan, go ahead and use that link at the top to come up on my panel. There he is.
Here.
I am so. What happened is that when I set this up, there was 2 lives, 2 live streams, and I muted. I turned one off, and then I guess that one was attached to the other one. I was like, okay, figured out how to get this back. Hi everyone. Sorry for the mix-up. I'm now don't have subscriber only, but it's okay. But I do want to say hi to everyone that's in here. This is Dan of Handicapped Traveler, and I will be making his hat today. And I'm trying to get back up to the top. It says Mob's Place and more. Thank you for coming. Hi, Rita's Roost. Thank you for coming. Beverly Moffat, is great to see you. Lone Cowboy Adventures, thank you for coming to the next live I have. Michelle Crochets in Kansas, thank you for coming. Hi, Ashley. It's great to see you today. And there you are. It is so great to see everybody in Garden State Garden. Joe, thank you for coming today. And Freedom Redbird, yes, there is Ronald back there. And my brother is here with me. He likes watching this, but Brenda, thank you for helping me today. And hi, Nancy, thank you for being here. And Robert Mack Media, thank you for coming. And Alaska, the Last Frontier, he got his hat made on his own live. It's great to have you here. And let's see, who else is here? Is Handicapped Traveler. I am now down to the bottom, and thank you, everyone, for coming. Well, I'm going to show you. We had done a like a stream together, and we got to pick out his lovely wife. Got to pick out her yarn, and this is what he ended up picking. Was this beautiful kind of taupe brown, and I'm going to put it with this charcoal gray. And yes, it is good to see my brother. He's such a great brother. Let me see here. There we go. But yeah, I'm just going to start wrapping this. And Dan, if you want to tell about your channel, you can.
Okay. And Kathy is home now. So basically our channel, well, it's a variety channel. A lot of our thing is going out to parks and tourist areas. We've done the zoo, and we went to an ice cream shop that the inside had murals of all kinds of crazy stuff. And basically it's going to go out and get fun. And as I've stated on other channels, it came about because I've always loved to travel. And then when the doctors told me I wasn't allowed to work anymore, I started watching a lot more of YouTube and watching a lot of the travel channels. And I said to Kathy, my wife, I said, wouldn't it be nice if they actually said whether it was handicapped accessible? Because some of the places I thought looked neat, but I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to go there. And Kathy's like, well, start it. So we started going out, and with the help of my granddaughter, and that with the technical and the actual how to put stuff up on YouTube and stuff, because this stuff is new to me. We didn't have YouTube or anything like that when I was growing up. So that's where we are. And then we started doing, Kathy really loves gardening, so we started some gardening videos, and we turned our front yard into a wildflower garden so that we didn't have to mow it. And we love the birds and butterflies that we've been attracting. So we love bird watching, so we can actually do a lot of bird watching from just looking out our front window. And actually the purple finch is out there right now.
There's so many different kinds of birds that are all over the United States that what you have up where you live, I may not have.
Yeah, I actually did a short. I don't know if you know Bree, TGIF. She has Waterfall Wednesdays. But I was in a chat, and she said how she loves cardinals, but they don't have them in the state of Washington.
Nope.
So I did a short of cardinals for her. I was like, here you go. Because we have
We have cardinals here in Missouri where I live,
Yeah, and that
but
actually is Ohio's state bird,
oh,
which so we get plenty of them.
it's I find really strange is that our state bird doesn't even live here year round. Why would you make the state bird of Missouri one that isn't here year round?
Yeah, that's kind of silly. Now the cardinals are here year round. They actually are really pretty when the snow comes. Um, and I'm not sure if I had said that. We actually live in Ohio, up by Lake Erie, so we get a lot of snow and. But
Yeah. Basically, when I make these hats, I ask the person, "Do you want a wide band? I can do either a 14 or a 16 band." I'm figuring you'll probably want a 16 because it makes it wider to cover the back of your
yeah,
neck, you know. But if you guys can read what that says at the bottom, if you want what your weather is type weather, and I always do my zip code, and it will give you what your weather is. And if you want your links dropped, you can type the word yarn in the chat. Just don't do it over the top of other people. And if you want to have a hat made by me, email me and we'll schedule like with Dan and we'll go live together and connect, that our channels can grow.
and Nancy at our treasured home, she'll agree with the snow in Ohio.
Yes.
She's a
I think she's in
fellow
the same
Ohioan.
state. I think she's in the same state you are.
Yeah, she's a fellow Ohioan. I don't think I've said hello to Rita's Roost yet. Hello.
And yarning for a smile. Thank you for coming in. Mom's Place and more. Thank you. I know I said hi to you, but I get to see it now because it was at the top and it was kind of hard to read. Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this hat and I will finish it before I go, ending the live and stuff like that. But yeah, it usually takes me 2 hours to finish a hat. People are like, man, that's pretty quick, but because of the way the design of this is you just basically do what they call an E-wrap and you hook it over and it is knitting. Hi Susan Gotchi. Great to have you here. Everybody connect with each other, everyone, so we can grow our communities. And I'll take that one off now. I'll pull that down through. There's that. But yeah, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here is I'm wrapping it from back to, from front to back. I'm going from the back to the, and just keep looping it over. And then you take this hook and you hook the bottom one over. But yeah, it was always, I've done videos. Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
You got home. Your hat's already done.
Awesome.
Yep, your hat's already done, and
You got it.
I showed Dan, and
He
let
said
me get this wrapped, and I will show her her beautiful hat that she picked out, and I just heard my dog, and now you get to see how this dance is made. And
Yeah.
let me sit this down for a bit, and I will pull yours out. This is yours.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Let
It
me
looks so
see here.
warm too, warm and cozy.
Yep.
Very nice.
Let's go back to there. There we go.
Yeah, I love that color.
I'll have to control myself.
That thing is going to be very, very warm.
Yeah.
And then, like I was telling Dan, I have a surprise down inside of the bag that I put your hat in. That when I get done with this hat, I'll show you. No, just yeah, it's like wow. Oh, you'll be wearing your hat soon? That's really great, because Alaska does get cold.
Yeah.
And
It gets colder there than it does here.
for a long time.
Well, I'd even think that Minnesota probably gets colder than you guys, doesn't it? And Michigan and
You
Yeah.
know it depends.
oh,
Because like my brother lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and there's times where their weather is nice and we're getting pelted with snow and it's cold here and it's warmer there and nice. So he will text me, ha ha ha, but then they'll get slammed and we're good. So it's, you never
It's
know
all-
about the weather.
I think it's all about that vortex that's up in the sky of
Yeah.
what your weather's going to be like.
Hey, Roadhog, glad to see you in here.
Oh,
I don't
Let
know
me-
if he's new to you.
let me bring
Rebecca.
that. I'm going to show that one. It says handicapped traveler. I grew up in PA about 30 minutes east of Youngtown, Ohio.
Okay,
cool.
so around Butler? That's
Oh,
that might be a
Madwood.
little
What-
bit longer. Newcastle's probably about 30 minutes. We grew up
Yeah,
in
go
PA.
ahead.
Kathy is from Pittsburgh, and I'm from Altoona. And then our son actually lives in Butler, PA now. Our oldest son. So,
I was going to ask Madwood Barbecue, what part of Missouri did you used to live in?
I was going to say, I don't know if you know Roadhog, Rebecca, or if he came from me, because
No.
he's a wonderful supporter of ours.
That's good.
And Roadhog, Rebecca's great to know too.
Yes.
She's a great supporter between Newcastle and Butler. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we
Raleigh,
probably
okay.
we go right by there a lot of times. Alaska's last frontier, headed from where we are now to see our oldest son, because we're up on Lake Erie in Ohio, so we go down 11 to 80 to 79 and get off on 422 and head to Butler.
Hi, Roadhog.
And
Wait,
there he is.
You don't know me, Rebecca?
Yes, I know you. I know you.
I was gonna say that's why I popped up here real quick.
Yeah, I know who you are. I've seen you on other lives, and and I looked at the picture and oh yes, that's Roadhog. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I won't take away from your all's time. I just figured I'd pop up real quick.
Before you drop down, how's Teddy, Roadhog?
back there growling. I don't know if I can get him in the picture. There we go. See him?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's just gnawing on his bone.
Oh, that's good. So he's getting better.
Yeah, they put him on some medication, so that reminds me, I need to give him a dose right now. I just woke up from sleep. I was like dazed and confused, and then I stepped outside for a minute, and we got a smoke going on from Canada, so
Yeah.
that kind of took away from my breath. So
Yeah. Be careful with all that smoke that's coming down from there.
yeah, it's bad right now. Luckily, they say about 4:30, 5 o'clock, it'll be gone.
That's good.
I can't wait. I'm gonna go for a bike ride then.
It's been raining here, so we haven't been getting the smoke as much lately.
That's good. But y'all have a good time, and
We sure
I'll
will.
talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
See you, Road Dog.
Yeah, I figured there'd be some people that pop up and hi, Big Matt. Great to see you here. Thank you for coming. I want my channel to be happy and blessing people with yarn. Hi, Molly. Thank you for coming. Seeing all my friends and meeting new friends, like Robert Mack Media. I'll be able to go back in my chat and join your channel, and so we can connect, because kind of what I'm all about is I want to bless maybe not all of YouTube, but I want to bless the people that connect with me with my yarn, with the things that I make, and have everybody have something that I've handmade for them, be it a hat if they want a hat, if they want a pot holder or dishcloth, or even a blanket. Some people want some throws made by me, and I'm kind of like, okay, I've got to get started on some of them that have asked. And
We'll appreciate the hats.
oh, I'm glad you will. It's people that are like down in Florida. I made one for DJ, and I had to get yarn that was like a 3-ply because where he's at, he doesn't need a hat. So I had to find a couple of 3-plies that weren't going to be too hot. But a lot of people ask me what kind of yarn I use. I do not get polyester because it's itchy. Even the stuff that they say isn't is. It's just not soft enough. I use acrylic, which is still man-made. So it's very soft. And I also I haven't yet, but I'm going to eventually probably make some that have acrylic and alpaca or some other kind of like a cotton yarn or something like that that's kind of a blend, to making these hats. Hi, Sherman Family Farm. Thanks, Josh, for coming. Just keep an eye on. I have to look further because my YouTube's is popped out on the other side. And
Hi, Tiffany.
Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Great to have you here. Let me see how many rows I've got right now. Yeah, it takes about an hour to make the band, and then about an hour to make the other side. I wonder if my other live, when I didn't go live on it, if it just stopped. Probably did. Because I was never able to come connect with that one. That was definitely different.
Yeah. Technology.
Oh yeah. What I should have done when Hi Laura Austin, thank you for coming.
That Brenda
Yes,
was actually telling me things to tell you, and I'm like, well, it kicked me off, so I can't even talk to her anymore.
Dad even can't even talk to me anymore. And
And I was like, and I'm not techno
me.
Technologically.
literate enough to help her out. Hi, Shirley. And Mrs. Dan's name's Kathy, Shirley.
Yep.
Kathy tries to figure out how I can even see what the chat is saying because she can't see it. So.
Hi
And
Shirley. Just doing our best to come in and
I guess too, I've done some crazy videos now too. Or like because I do the cane dance when we did our celebration, like our 100 and our 250 celebration and the 500. I do a cane dance. The one fellow told me that I should do a cane dance challenge, so I actually did that. We got some other people doing it too, which they're always fun. Which
I don't even know what a cane dance is, and I need to go find out what it is.
It's whatever you make it.
It's whatever you make it.
That was like the video, 2 videos back or 3 videos back. It's a more recent one that we did. And then I did a reaction or response video or whatever you call those things for Guru. I don't know if you know Wahoo and Guru.
No.
Or Guru and Wahoo channel. He's another great community builder.
Shirley says hi to you, Ronald.
Thank you.
And he actually, I think I maybe had made 3-4 videos at the most, and he subscribed and commented to me. So I went and got on one of his live chats, and he started pushing me out and really encouraged me and helped me out a lot in the beginning. So
Tiffany said she was going to be lurking and finishing dinner. What are you cooking? Because I know what I'm heating up tonight is some food that I've already cooked. Has anybody ever thought of taking a bag of coleslaw, where you'd make your coleslaw that doesn't have, you have to put your own dressing in there? I'm thinking about stir frying it instead
That sounds
and using
good.
it that way.
Yeah. I use it to make egg rolls.
Oh,
it's good.
wow.
Did you see the butterflies at the end of our road, Rebecca?
No.
Yeah, they're on top of them bushes that stand real tall with the flowers.
Oh my. Ronald just said there were some butterflies on our road
Oh,
that are on some bushes that are down our road.
cool.
Yep, at the end,
It makes me wonder if we have milkweed here.
probably do.
Were they that's my phone. I put it on.
Were they monarch, Ronald, or do you know
I
what?
believe so. They're dark colored wings.
Kind of orange colored? We must have some milkweed here on our road. Hi, the rustic caveman.
That's cool if it's growing
Hi.
wild.
I do both. I crochet, which I haven't been crocheting very long, probably 2 years, and I don't do knitting the two knitting needles because of different issues with my arms. I just my knitting consists of these round looms. I'm making a hat on this loom, and this is what when I get it done, this is what it's going to look like.
Only a different color.
Only a different color. There's some people that don't want the band, but I find that the band you can put it on your ears and keep your ears warmer. Yeah, it's called a loom, but I guess it could be called a hoop also. But yeah, it's I started making these hats back in 2000, probably 6, and then my father passed away then, and my mom had to go into a nursing home for a little while. And then when things weren't going very well there, she bought this house instead of moving back to a house that she had in Slater because it was just so far away from her doctors. And bought this place, and then when she died in 2017, it was quit claim deed to me. So my brother and I now live here. My brother and I lived with her until she passed. In 2017. So, but yeah, it's I learned how to make these hats in a kind of like a humanitarian day thing, and then you get busy with your senior mother and health problems that she had, and I just kind of didn't do it anymore for a while, and then I picked it back up. Most people wouldn't find this relaxing, but I do. It makes my heart really happy when I make these hats for people. In the past, I would just say, what's your favorite color? And nobody knew what I was doing. And they're like, okay, they see this in different chats and they're like, okay, what is she making for me? And I would, go to their about page and I'd email them and say, hey, please, can I have your address or your post office? If they had a P.O. box already in there, I would just mail it to them. And they'd open the package and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that for me. Sometimes they never even knew that I was doing it. So, Bradzel, did I get that right? BR. I pronounced that correct? Bridazzel. Bradzel?
Yeah, I think I always mispronounced it, so I always put an E instead of an I, but you're right, it's Bridzazzle.
Bridzazzle.
Yeah, Ashley.
I'm glad you did too, because I was up on Alaska the Last Frontier, and I made his hat live right on his thing and finished it. He was like, oh my gosh. Hi, Andale. Thank you for coming.
Ashley had put about putting pork in the egg roll with the coleslaw. She actually put shrimp in for me. Unfortunately, Kathy can't have meat, so she just does the veggies for her.
I had celery and onion.
I never even thought of making those egg rolls out of that at all. Because you can make up a whole bunch and put them in the freezer and then usually I don't do frying. I end up putting them, in my fryer, the Ninja oven that I have,
I
and
usually
doing
brush
it.
them with oil and put them in the oven.
Yeah.
And fry 'em.
Well, it has an air fryer on that Ninja oven that I have.
That'd be cool.
So you could even do it on that.
Yeah.
Peanut butter rush.
I usually try it with dinner.
Well, yeah,
Fried
but
rice
it's not
sometimes
fun.
too. I haven't really been able to find a mayonnaise that doesn't have soy oil in it, and soy and I do not get along. And I know you can make your own
Right.
mayonnaise, and I may learn how to do that, because then I know I could use olive oil or something like that, which is, I feel, is a whole lot healthier for you.
That's pretty much what she does is make her own mayonnaise.
It's easy in the blender. Make blender A's.
Wow. Yeah, and Dale's getting hungry now because we're talking about food.
Right?
She wants Chinese. I just, I got that bag from the pantry, and of course they had cantaloupe. We haven't had cantaloupe in a while, so I got some cantaloupe that I cut up and before I went live, and kind of messed up my live thing, and I was like, oh my. Yeah, it's kind of just putting together what you want in your Chinese. If you're gonna do stir fry or something like that.
Yeah.
I bet you're wondering where I've got your yarn. It's down in this. It's what I use, and I just pull it up. But look at, I'll show a little bit of this. That's what it's gonna look like.
It's already
Oh,
looking
that's
good.
really nice.
Just kind of gives it a different, little bit of a color to it,
Yeah. Contrast.
contrast, and
Welcome in,
it
Stacy
is called
Nichols.
purple. My niece is here. That's my niece, Stacy.
Is it?
Thank you for coming. Wow, this is the first time any of, besides my sister, has been in my channel. Thank you so much for coming today, Stacy. That is so cool. I've been helping her train her puppy, and I kind of got something that I couldn't go over there, which we can't say those words. So I've been sticking close to home. Yeah.
We'll be praying for you.
Thank you. There's been times that I've had to keep drinking because of what my throat's been doing. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I have never had a family member in the chat. Stacy is, like I said, is my niece. I'm glad you're here. Let's see how many rows I've got, because I've got to do 16. It makes it easy as I'm making the hat. I know how, as it comes down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We got 3. So we got 5 more. Yeah, 5 more to do. Everybody make my niece feel welcome, because I'm really happy she's here. It's great.
If anybody has questions for us, please put them in the chat.
Put them in the chat, and I'll watch. And yeah, it's great, seeing people in here that I know. Okay. Yeah, even my niece can say that I'm kind of a shy person, and sometimes we've got to get out of our comfort zone and be able to talk to people. Like one on one or a couple of people, I'm okay, but having a whole bunch of people around, it's like, no.
No.
That's me.
Yeah, but actually, both of us. I usually will go find a corner somewhere.
Oh, I don't do that. When I went to the meetup, where is Handicap Traveler from? He is in.
We're in northeastern Ohio. We're up. Actually, we live a couple blocks from Lake Erie.
Come on.
Your niece said that you are, but you're doing good.
Yes, it's about getting out of your comfort zone and just talking to people.
I think,
I get up on
part
other
of
people.
with YouTube though, you're talking to people, but it's not like they're right on top
true.
of you.
Hi, Mona and Dory show. It's great to have you here.
Oh, somebody put emojis.
Oh yes, there is lots of different kinds of weather near Lake Erie.
Yeah. Well, and that's, as we said earlier, we'll be happy to get the hats come October through April, a lot of times, really.
Oh my.
Because
Well, he's a freeze baby.
it was cold in April. You actually said you were chilly the other night, and it's June. And yes, we just celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary.
That is so great.
There's so many birds out there right now.
See you later, Brenda.
See you later, Brenda. Yeah, I understand you got to do laundry, and I usually do my laundry in the evenings so that it doesn't heat the house up during the day. Right now, my central air conditioning isn't working, and we have window air conditioners so that it doesn't get so hot in here.
Well, thanks again, Joe. You actually celebrated the day of it with us. So,
Joe, thank you. Yeah, Ashley, I'm so glad you guys came in. And
I think Joe enjoyed our stories on our anniversary live stream. We probably revealed more of ourselves than we had planned, but once you get me telling stories.
let's see how many I've got on here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. Then I'll bend my camera down so you guys can see how I make the band.
We're going to have to do another garden update soon for you, Joe. Some of the vegetables are coming in nice. We got blooms on the cucumbers and the carrots. Kathy has to keep thinning out. And probably, I don't know how long it takes for the radishes to develop into.
It said 20 days, but I can't remember when it come in. The leaves are getting big, but there's still nothing developed just the root.
Tell you guys a little bit about myself. When we lived in Washington State, and school wasn't let out in May; it was let out in June, and there was a farms that weren't too far. You know, we would catch a bus, and we would go pick cucumbers for making pickles, and any of them that were over a certain size, we got to eat. And our mom was always wondering why we didn't drink a lot of water. It was because we were using those containers that she sent us with to rinse off the cucumbers that we could eat. So we were eating those cucumbers, and of course they have a lot of moisture in them. So you really don't need to drink water.
That's true.
But she finally asked us why we weren't drinking that half-gallon container, and we said, "Well, because we're eating cucumbers." And of course, we get to take some home. 2 more, and then I'll be making the band on this.
Wow, that's fast.
Kathy used to crochet.
Oh,
Yeah. My hands hurt too much now, but I used to enjoy it.
you know, as I get older, things are going to start hurting and things like that. But I keep moving so that I can still do it. You know,
That's good.
and my mom never she kind of learned to crochet, but not making granny squares and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So I've never made a granny square. Someone tried to teach me how to make that magic circle, and it didn't make sense to me. And how you loop it and all that other stuff. And it's more about trying to train your brain how to do it. And so all of my blankets are just back and forth in a double crochet in the blankets that I make for people.
Well, I used to belong to a group that made prayer shawls.
Oh,
So used to crochet a lot, but I tried to make blankets for each of my kids and my grandkids. I think I still have to make a couple.
I'm hoping to eventually get the section back here cleared off where I've got a quilting frame that
Oh, nice.
I have a quilt that's Stacy's that I need to start quilting. Her mother crocheted it, or no, not crocheted, was embroidered it, and then put those panels together. Yes, I bet it does. Well, you've got your aunt to be able to do that, and maybe one of these times I can teach you how to to quilt. And I don't do machine quilting; it's hand quilting. So that thing's going to take a long time because it's for a queen size bed. It's pretty good sized. So I'm hoping to eventually clear that area back there and put that quilting frame up, and start recording half an hour working on it and just upload it so people can see me working on that.
My
That
aunt
quilt.
used to do that, make the quilts on that.
Yes, Alaska, Last Frontier Homestead. We have been to McConnell's Mills. It's been a while. When we actually lived down in the Pittsburgh area, we were there. I want to get back there and actually do a video of it. Not sure when, but we will eventually. So as I said, we know that part. Moraine State Park, which is Lake Arthur. we've been to, and we used to go to a lot when we lived in PA. We actually had a goal of going to all the Pennsylvania state parks, so we've been to a lot of them, especially in the western Pennsylvania area. Since, as I said, we lived in Pittsburgh, which is where Kathy grew up, and I grew up in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So,
You know, Stacy, my niece was just saying something to me. She doesn't have the drive to do it. You know, and it's maybe it isn't your time right now, but eventually it may be, you know, to be able to find something in crafting that absolutely just gives you comfort and something to be able to do, you know, because for a long time I had stopped making these hats, and then when I started connecting with people on YouTube, it kind of resparked my interest in doing this. But I always, before I start hooking this over, you know, where I go back, I always make sure that I've gotten 16, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Alaska's last frontier said he grew up over the hill from the mill.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
He has relatives buried in Moraine State Park.
In the park? Wow.
I bring it every day. Thank you for coming
I
in.
bring it every day. It is great seeing you here. Well, now I'm going to show you this. Remember that first row that I made? What it does is it curls back.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So what I end up doing is where this is, I grab the loop on that side, I tuck that in, and then I grab the loop on the other side, and I'm going to put that first loop on the left first, and pull this down, and then put the second loop on, and then I pull that string back. This just lays inside of the band. It does not get fastened anywhere. But let me show you this. You see this that's laying back here?
Yeah.
That is the one that I'm going to hook over that peg. And it's that very first one that you do. I'm going to purposely do this wrong, and I'll show you what it does.
Okay.
See how that one has this little thing laying back here? Because I put the wrong one up there. It gives it a nice crisp edge. So you're just you're putting that first one back on that peg. And then you're going to hook from the bottom to the top. And that's what makes this here, that band.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll remember at least I'll try to remember your name's Bill.
Yes.
This is the first meeting you for us, so it's good to meet you. Alaska which I will be checking your channel out. It sounds like.
So if you had the YouTube up, you could put yarn in the chat, and his link would be dropped. Or if one of my moderators want to do that, they can. And you'd be able to click on that link and go to his channel. But you see what it does is it makes this lay flat around that hat. Yeah. About an hour to make the band and about an hour to make the hat. Oh, okay.
How did you
When I
learn how to make
when I get down to the last ones, I have to use the hook to put it up there because it gets so tight.
Yeah.
Then there's one more thing that I end up doing is I go back from the very first one because this gets tight and I pull them out a little bit so that it's not so tight going across the top.
Okay.
A lot of people, I haven't said that to them that I've done that because it gets a little bit hard to pull them over because of stretching that. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling these, going the back way to pulling out the that bottom one so that it doesn't get tight. Because of this being a 6-ply yarn, it's going to be a lot thicker. Like hers is considered a 6-ply also, or a 5-ply. Then I usually put a 3-ply yarn with it.
Hi, Betty. Welcome in.
Hi, Betty. Thank you. Where do I get these from? Well, this one I bought used. I have been trying to find the company that makes this one because I've got other looms that this space here is closer. On the other looms that I have, they're wider apart. I have not been able to find any more of these because I like the tightness of this. Because everybody talks about my hats are hot. And when it's cold, you don't want wind getting in. You, even when it gets really cold, these hats, your head doesn't sweat. Sometimes they do, but you don't want to be sweating. There we go. Now I got that taken care of. So that's what the band looks like. Then what I end up doing is I take that bottom one and I take it over the top. And then I do, for men, I usually do 28 rows, which then that gives them where they could bend that hat up. Ladies, I do 26 rows. Makes it easier to be able to pull this over. There we go. So nice having friends. I haven't even made, Ashley has gotten things for me, and I bring it every day, hasn't, and basically emailing me, we'll set up a live like this, and I'll be able to make what you want me to make, except if it's a blanket or something like that, that's going to take a long time.
Joe living in New Jersey, he probably appreciate hats too. It gets cold in New Jersey.
Oh, yes, it does. He got one of my hats for me.
We'll see you, Bill.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Bill.
Yes, hopefully we'll see each other around, Bill.
It's kind of interesting because this loom is in between the two sizes of the other looms that I have. And most of the time I always use this one. When I did a hat for Tiny Tim Posey, I didn't use this loom because I knew he had a really big head. So I had to use the other one that was, these were further spaced apart. And okay, let's get this one over now. There we go. I'll pull these back out because they got tight again. When you're putting those two yarns together, these get really tight where it's hard for me to bend the yarn over. So I have to go back and pull it out again when I'm using the thicker yarns. Just makes it a little bit harder. You try to keep it loose, but sometimes it's not easy, especially when you're using heavier gauge yarns. Okay.
Yeah.
Getting this.
That's Kathy was talking about making the blankets for our family. She made both my parents a blanket, and she made my dad a. Did you make the full flag?
Hi, Lori's World.
Flag, yeah. It's full flag.
Flag, because he was in the Navy during World War II, so we actually buried him in that blanket. Because for both my parents, the blanket she made for them became their blankets.
Wow.
And they were in a nursing home, or that the people were not allowed to take it off of them. So now they have, because Mom, she's at the point now where she doesn't even really know what's going on. But
Her blanket was probably the favorite one I made.
yeah, that was really pretty. That she, there's times where she doesn't even recognize us anymore, so they pretty much can do whatever. And she doesn't-
My mom always had her memory. You know, she didn't get Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
That's good. I'll tell you what,
Or,
it's hard when. The heck was that?
Thank you, Shirley, for coming back.
Sorry, some kind of noise just was going on outside our house. That's what we were like, what the heck? But yeah, it's hard when you go to visit your mom and she just looks at you like, who are you? I went in and gave her a kiss the one day, and she just looked at me like, what are you doing? Why are you kissing me? That's hard.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I can.
Okay.
Great, Shirley. Thank you. She got her sticker on her board.
Oh.
Oh.
I wanted to put yours up on our board today, and I couldn't find the tacks to get them up on the board, Shirley, but I have yours.
I've got to get my sticker boards put together. But look at all the stickers I have in here.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna need a big board.
Yes, I am. And that's just the ones that aren't the military ones. What I want to do is get easels where I have one on one side and one on the other that's behind me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've got 2 foam boards already, but I'm not going to peel the back of the stickers.
Right.
I'm going to use this blue stuff to like tack to stick them on there. on the on that board instead of literally attaching them, because people have written on the back of them, and I don't want to peel that off and then lose it.
Right.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to peel them off because, well, as you can tell how full this is getting, I'm like, am I going to have to get a bigger one? And, yeah, but see, Shirley,
Ooh, you got one of those holographic ones.
yeah,
The thing about when you start working on these hats is kind of being relaxed at how you wrap this around, where you're not tightening like that. You got to keep it loose, but not too loose that it falls off.
I have a feeling that's easier said than done.
Correct. It is.
hi,
And then
Lori's
when
World, if we didn't say hi to you.
And the other thing is that when you've got two pieces of yarn, is
Yeah.
making sure that you get both of them hooked.
Oh, yeah. It takes a little practice to get it down right.
It does. And I know Gary calls me the yarn ninja. He's like, man, you are so quick. You know, I've had a lot of practice making these because I know one time with Altruistic Farmstead, I literally made them 30 hats for the homeless.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know, that they passed out. You know, they kept some for themselves and then passed out the others.
Shirley said we're going to love Rebecca's hats, that she does an amazing job, and it will keep our heads warm.
I'm counting on it.
I've been kind of changing up the saying that I usually say hi everyone, but now I'm saying hi everyone, period. Let me bless you with my yarn. And nobody has said anything. And I'm like, okay, why isn't anybody saying anything?
We just figure you've already blessed us with your yarn, Rebecca. So.
No, I'm like, okay, come on, please, email me and I will make you a hat. I will make you a pot holder. In fact, I've got some pot holders over and dishcloths already made, that when Ann Dale was doing a giveaway today, that someone is going to be blessed with one of my pot holders and dishcloths. That she won on Ann Dale's live. And so I've been kind of not making the hats except when I go live, or and I've gotten a whole bunch of pot holders and dishcloths done. So it's doing a little bit different things, because doing this little twist that I do on this, it gets my arm hurting up here. So I have to kind of do some exercises to keep that limber and not cause my elbows problems, and because it certainly can. Yeah. Let's see here. Kind of lean back here a little bit, pull this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's kind of my exercise that I do for myself. Usually if I'm somewhere, I either have the, making hats or making pot holders and dishcloths and stuff. I usually do the blankets at home because they get so big. Yes, you do. She does have a pot holder and dishcloth from me. Do you even feel the heat through it at all? Yeah, you don't. It's because of the channel named Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration that I learned how to do the thermal stitch. She did a tutorial on it, so I learned how to make those pot holders.
She's another great lady
That I follow, that follows me also. wanted me to make some pot holders, and I also made some dishcloths with it.
I know. I follow Sid too. Not that I do any of the type thing. There's a lot of like crocheters and knitters and crafters that I follow. I just enjoy seeing the creations that you all make. Lucy's doing good. She's sleeping over on our futon right now. She got her peanut butter mat, so her belly got full. Now it's nap time. I don't know if I can get her on
Where
here.
is Lucy? He's going to show us Lucy.
At least I hope so.
There's Lucy. What a sweet girl.
Oh, thank you. I love you too. I don't know if you noticed how she was. How she lifted her snout up and just kind of went. But that's how she gives kisses. She doesn't lick, which is good.
Blue, it's really interesting. Blue doesn't either. You know, he'll push his nose into your arm, and that's how he licks.
Yeah, that's when she does a little, which is what we like anyway, because we really don't like the licking. We do. Well, they're called renewal weekends. They're like you go into churches and you talk about how Jesus has touched your life and that. And the people of the parish put you up because you go on your own dime. So they house the people coming in. We went in this one place, and these dogs are jumping up and licking on my face. And I was like, I'd rather you not lick my face. Oh, I can handle it if they lick my hand. But when they start licking my face and stuff, it's like, yeah, no, thank you.
Denver, my other dog, he'll lick you right underneath your chin, and that's about it. You know, he doesn't lick your mouth, which I'm very thankful for.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather not have my dog lick my face.
I told Joe a little earlier, Shirley, we're going to have to do another garden update. The flower garden has really taken off, and some of our vegetables, we have blooms on the cucumbers, and the carrots are. Kathy has to keep pulling them out to thin them out so that we can actually get some that are large.
So then we get carrot top pesto.
Yep. Which I will make a video of one of these days. Yesterday, she made the pesto, but I've been fighting bad sinus and allergies. There's times where my head just hurts so much that I'm like, well, I'm not doing anything. So I was like, just make it. We're going to have more carrots. We'll tape it some other time. So
What do you use pesto for?
Noodles.
Noodles?
I made some carrot pasta, and I put the carrot top pesto on it. It was very good.
I know people use it for other stuff too. But
I never even knew what pesto was made out of, but now I do.
well, I think it's made out of other stuff too, isn't it?
Usually basil and Parmesan, some nuts.
So
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know,
sure
I
you
just
could You could use carrot tops for it.
That's what
That's what we do. But I still put basil with it. I put both.
garlic.
And then the fresh oregano. Make myself hungry.
To believe it or not, Shirley, I hadn't had pesto until Kathy made the carrot top pesto, and now I'm addicted. So it's hopefully soon. Right now, it's rained almost every day for the last couple weeks, so we haven't gotten out the video much of anything. You having the rain in New Jersey, Joe? Or I know Michelle crocheting in Kansas, who was in at the beginning, was saying how hot it's getting there and they need the rain. I don't know what it's like in Missouri.
It's the humidity's been up a little bit, but not too bad. I mean, it said we were supposed to get in the 90s today.
So you probably could. You wouldn't mind us sending some of the rain and coolness down there.
No, I wouldn't. So
That's
I
like-
definitely would not. I would love to have some rain here. And
I was on It's Me Angie's chat a little earlier today, and she was talking about how hot it is in Mississippi, and it's like it's 68 degrees here. And she's like, quit bragging.
yeah, at Ashley's place, the ground is cracking open. Mine isn't. I live up on a hill, and everything just kind of runs downhill in here, and our yard is nothing but weeds. You know, I really don't have grass. So we're always just mowing weeds. Because this thing's on a hill, you know, I'd have to put mesh to be able to keep, you know, the yard. And of course, with my dogs, they just tear it up. I'm thinking about it in the front fence that we have is doing one of those hugelkultur beds and making those to have a garden up front. Because of trying to get on the ground for gardening, I can't.
Me either. Everything's in planters that I grow.
Hi, Samantha Stewart.
Okay, I'm trying to picture New Jersey in my head, Joe, because I knew it more as northern and southern. So by western, you mean by Philadelphia? Because my parents were originally from New York, so I grew up. My mom's family migrated to New Jersey, and my dad's family migrated to Long Island. So I grew up going out that way. But like my mom's family lived up in Hackensack and that area, Tenafly, that area. And then we'd go over the George Washington Bridge. Okay, yeah, she's, I'm sure, ready for it. But then, you know, we'd go over the George Washington Bridge and the Frog's Neck Bridge to get to Long Island. So I think you're in southern Jersey, aren't you? North Jersey got plenty of rain too.
Samantha, I had to, I must have removed you by mistake when I was in where my mods were. I'm going to go ahead and make you a mod. There we go. Standard. There we go. There you go. I was doing some changes and I must have clicked on hers thinking that I hadn't. Sorry about that.
Does your niece have a channel, Rebecca?
My niece, no, she's just a supporter. She just wanted to come in to see what I'm doing, and I was kind of helping her mother-in-law train a puppy that they have, and I got sick, and then forgot to message her and say that I'd gotten sick, that I'd gotten pretty sick.
Yeah, I know where you are, Joe.
I know there was someone asking me earlier where I live. I'm about 45 minutes, depending on some direction. I'm not going to give the direction from our state capital here in Missouri.
Now you have me trying to remember the state capitals, Rebecca.
It's in Jefferson City, Missouri. I'm pretty close to the middle of the state where I live.
She's making me a hat, Samantha.
Yes, I'm making him a hat right now. This is what it's going to look like. This thing's going to be really pretty. And most of the hats that I make, I don't want to have two out there that are the same. So each hat isn't a one-off. Oh, you are going to be, wow. That'd be great if we could. I know in October, Willow Way Ranch is having it's either September or October, a meetup in Macon, Missouri. And I will be there. Oh, and Herman. Okay, I know where Herman is. I don't usually crash people that I don't know's wedding. don't do that. That's not right. But at that conference that Wendy's at Willow Way Ranch is putting on, everybody's that's going to come is finally going to get to taste the green beans that a friend has taught me to make. I put cloves, sprinkle ground cloves on it with garlic and onions, and sometimes I do smoked turkey wings, or some kind of smoked turkey wing in there, and sometimes I do pork. I don't do a lot of pork because it upsets my stomach, but it's really good.
Thanks for being here, Joe.
Yeah, it was great seeing you, Joe. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming back, Rustic K-Man. It's coming along well.
Yeah. I'm working on the body of the hat right now. I'm going to have to glue some of these pegs back in because they keep popping up. I push them back down in, so definitely going to have to get some glue. Because trust me, you don't want the peg to come out as you're making these. if anybody ever starts making these hats, there's one thing that I want to stress very highly is, let me show you. When you start wrapping, there's times that when I start wrapping this, is I'll miss one and I'll come to the next one. And if you have that space that's here and you hook that over, you're going to have a hole in your hat. So make sure that you kind of keep your finger along that where you're not missing that peg. Because if you were to hook that over, you're going to have a hole. And then you're going to have to go back and try to cover that hole up. So
That was me saying hi to you, rambling with the Brahms.
Hi, Scott. Thank you for coming.
Scott.
I've made 4 hats for him. The first ones that I made, I thought he had a big head, just like Tiny Tim Posey, and he didn't. So I made him a couple of hats with this loom, and they fit him better.
One of these days I'll get your name down, Scott. There's so many people that I've connected with that a lot of times I have a hard time remembering everybody's name.
When this yarn that I'm using to make your hat was a Caron yarn. And let me show you something that I just found. What I did is I took that large cake and cut where those yarns were different and then put them all together. And I forgot to trim this one. So I've now got to trim it. Okay, here we go. I try to get it in a place where you're not going to feel it when you're wearing the hat. Oh, just doing your best. Thank you for putting me on your description. Yes, I get mentioned a lot because I gift people different things, stickers, and in fact, you will, if you don't have any of my stickers, you will probably get them shipped to you, Dan. And
Yeah, we don't have any of yours yet, and that's I was actually going
I
to say.
I didn't think so, but there's a few that I do not have. The round sticker that started everything. I have a feeling that I said I wasn't going to have any more made, but I'm going to. You know, because there's some more people that I've connected with that didn't get one. See what I'm talking about? You see how I have that one? It isn't in the front of it. I was about to hook that over, and that's like, nope. It happens, you know. So you have to make sure you wrap every single peg. Oh,
Say,
people are giving me hearts. Thank you so much.
if anybody would like one of ours, you can email me. It's in our About section. And we'll send one off to you. We have an order on the way. Jamie sent me an email with the tracking number, so we should be getting more soon.
In fact, I am going to be asking my brother if he wants me to send one of his stickers for his channel. So his will probably be in there. His is his channel, which he had to start another one because he got locked out of the first one, is Ronald Black Duke. He's got
now it's Ronald Davis.
Yeah.
So the new one is
Ronald Davis.
Ronald Davis. I'm writing it down because I'll probably forget it once we're done here.
I think I have a creator studio.
Hi, Eagles Trekker. Thank you for coming in. Ed's Crazy Life. Thank you for coming. In fact, Ed was one of those first people that I asked what his favorite color was, and he had no idea what I was asking for. You know, in the chat, I've been kind of changing things up a little bit and saying, hi, everyone, and I want to bless you with my yarn. You know, and like everybody says, they haven't said anything to what I've been saying, you know, but maybe someone will. It's kind of really nice to be able to have people come in here that weren't here when we first started. And let me see here if I can. There we go. I don't even know if my niece is still here. I know how I can find out. Yes, she is. All I have to do is type @ and here she comes. She's still here watching me in. I don't even think I've ever asked her if she wants one of my hats. I don't think she wears knitted hats in the winter, and I know she'd probably love one of my blankets that I make. I'm so glad. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. Haven't seen you for a while. If you all hear snoring, it's Lucy.
That's what beagles do.
Yeah. They're sure good at it, too.
I'm glad Roadhog.
Roadhog is back.
Did I send you one, Ashley? If I didn't send you one of our stickers, I'll have to. I meant to. As I've said at times, my memory isn't always what I'd like it to be.
Dan, were you in the military?
No.
No.
I have what's called degenerative disc disease, and it pushes on the spine, which creates neurological, and then I also have Parkinson's, which has been inherited. So the neurologist told me I didn't have dementia, that I just have mild cognitive decline. And I was like, so what's the difference? You forget no matter which kind of thing you call it.
I found out back in 2021 that when I was born, my disc between 1 and 2 was never there.
Ooh.
And for a long time, I couldn't figure out why, when I first started driving, why I couldn't look over my right shoulder. I'd have to turn. And when I was starting to learn to drive, the driver instructor said, you couldn't turn your body. And I said, I cannot do this. So I've always, because of that, I have those little mirrors that are concaved on my side mirrors, so that all I have to do is turn and look at those small mirrors to see if someone's beside me.
I have a wife that tells me, you're good in this direction.
Yeah, well, there's sometimes I don't have someone riding along with me.
There's times I don't either.
Those little mirrors really help, because I can see down the side of my vehicle.
And I don't have a driving instructor with me, so I turn my body.
It's like making sure you don't sideswipe somebody because I don't want to hit somebody. See, take a look now.
Oh, that's looking
Wow.
so good.
It's gonna be nice. Man, this is thick. This is heavy. Yeah.
Oh, put it in. That's cool.
I can't wait to see you in yours. Oh,
I don't even think, Scott, I haven't sent you. I haven't sent you any pot holders or dishcloth, have I? I can't remember if I did. I know I surprised him with a blanket that he didn't even know I was making for him. And then I was about to ship it to Canada and he says, "Don't do that." That would have cost me a lot. Yeah, that's okay. Lurking is fine.
I think we all do that sometimes, Roadhog.
Well, I found out something. There's times that I go into hats and blankets. Okay, then I know what I need to send to you next. Because Scott does do a lot of baking and stuff. You know, as I go down through this, I can feel how I'm having to bunch this up of how close I'm getting to the length of the hat. Right now it's pretty short. When you, ooh, yes, he can let himself up. Hi, Devil Dog.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Are
Hey,
you sure
Dan.
we want him up?
Okay.
Oh, it's fine. Come back up. Come back up.
I just woke up a little bit ago.
You wanna know what happened?
Hey
I had-
Shirley.
I had 2 lives. I deleted one of them,
Why?
and I couldn't get up on the one that I was on.
Hold
So
on.
then I had to start another one. It was like, okay, fine.
What do you mean you couldn't get up on the one that you were?
Well, I had these 2 lives that were going to be going on, and I only had one StreamYard, and I deleted one of the YouTube ones, but it was the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why. I did one StreamYard, but I had 2 YouTubes going live at the same
Hi
time.
Ashley. What's up, Scott? Yes, the feed is going to the dogs now. How you doing, Rustic Caveman? You didn't delete the one that had the subscribers only mode on it, did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Because I couldn't get up on it. And I didn't know how to change it. Brenda was trying to, with his help, trying to help me, and I just said, forget it. You know, I'm just gonna start another one. So yes, I did. It's kind of like, okay.
Eddie, or Devil Dog,
Yeah, Dan.
is the one that I'm telling Kathy you
Oh,
and
okay.
your wife are the ones that have made our channel stickers. And for those who don't know, you need to get in touch with them if you want channel stickers, because
Yeah, did a good job.
they're the best. I've been trying to push you out.
I appreciate it, man. Let's see.
I really like the new ones that Jamie made for me, because she made the yellow darker, and it made the wording on Rebecca Touched by Yarn pop more, and the colors of the heart, the yarn heart, and the yarn ball. You know, and when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is different, but it's a good different. You know, because I'm more about pastel yellows, but she did a darker yellow, and it's like, yeah, that's the one she needs to keep doing.
Yeah, that's fun. Like Tom Garvey sent me an old one and a new one of his. Boy, can you tell the difference
Okay,
in the
Rebecca.
quality and
What?
You see what just popped up in the chat?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
What was you saying, Dan? I'm sorry. I
I
didn't mean to
was
interrupt you.
saying that Tom Garvey sent me one of his old ones and one of his new ones, and boy, can you tell the difference in the quality. And yours is the better one. Well,
I
Jamie's
appreciate it.
is the better one, not yours. But
Well, I had to redesign that thing. Hey, Ronald.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Good. But I got a problem that I'm going to take care of.
Ah. Don't say that on live, Ronald. People will be looking for her body somewhere.
He's blowing his nose, people.
Funny, Josh.
hey, DJ,
What's up, Roadhog?
Take a look at this thing. This is a little chest that I put tissues in. It's a cedar chest.
All right.
So when you blow your nose, the tissues smell like cedar?
No, do they, Ronald? Because I've used them and no, it doesn't smell like cedar.
Well,
That's a lot better.
well, maybe your nose was clogged up when you couldn't smell it. Maybe that's why you were blowing your nose.
Yeah.
I tell you, Rebecca, you have Eddie and me up here now, and DJ in the chat. And things are really gonna go because Eddie and I have the same kind of humor. So. And we all know about DJ, so
DJ just gives me a hard time.
I'm actually running your playlist now, DJ.
I don't even know the cartoon I gotta watch for tonight.
Well, you better find out soon, Eddie.
Oh, he's already called me, but I was asleep. I didn't answer.
So I think I'm usually asleep by the time that live goes on. So.
Yeah, that one goes from like 8 Central Time, 9 Eastern.
Yeah. And
And
about
I
9 o'clock, it's getting shut down. And look at that good banner there.
I don't know, DJ.
It was ours.
Sky.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know the straw DJ has coming from the back of his chairs is, you know, what people thinks is drink. It's actually a tube that DJ blows in to air up his tires. Ah.
It's and Devil Dog was one of the ones that suggested doing these lives for, you know, with people and making their hats and stuff, and I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, you build communities because some people have popped in that knew me that didn't know you,
They didn't know me.
and vice versa. I got to meet Bill from Alaska's,
The Last Frontier. Yeah.
which was great because he originally grew up in an area we knew well.
Hi, DJ.
DJ says, "Zip it, Scott."
Thanks a lot, Ashley, for coming. I understand cooking dinner. I'm going to do something that's going to be pretty simple
What's what?
that we're going to have tonight because it's already cooked. All I got to do is put it together and heat it up.
That's the chat.
Night, Ashley. Hey, Rebecca, I gotta go make me breakfast.
Eddie.
Okay, go make your breakfast. No. The thing is that a lot of people don't realize that breakfast is to break your fast from the night before. So breakfast can be at any time.
Ashley says you can't go make breakfast, but she needs to make dinner, Eddie. We need a moderator in here.
I'm starting on the end of this and I got to figure out why my dogs are scratching and shaking. You know, kind of when it gets this hot, I usually don't eat hot food.
It's not hot, Rebecca. Not Missouri. It is right now 97 degrees here without the heat index. Hold on.
So do you want to know what it is?
What
up
is
here,
my
Eddie?
heat index here?
Do you want to know how hot it is where we live, Eddie?
How hot is it there, Dan?
It says 66 degrees.
Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that. Hold on a sec. Hey, Google. What is the heat index in Dayton, Texas?
Right now in Dayton, the heat index is 111.
Wow.
That's hot, Rebecca. But it's actually down a little bit. It's been 115 to 117 degrees heat index for the last 2 weeks. And my plants outside are not doing well.
Oh, I bet not. My humidity's only at 37.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Take a look
But-
at that.
Oh, yeah. That's looking really good.
Definitely
But go ahead.
getting pretty. Or handsome, you know, because it's going to a man. This is the first time I've put these two combinations together on this. Because I hadn't made any hats out of this yarn yet.
Hello, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Victoria.
There have been people come in, people left, and please make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you want to find out what your weather is, type weather and put your zip code in. It seems to be the fastest way, and it will let you know what your weather is. And if you want one of the hats that I make, or please email me, and we'll set up a time that we can go live, and I'll make your hat for you.
Hey, Dan, how old is your dog?
She will be 13 in September.
Oh, wow. How good a health she in?
Not very good. Well,
Yeah.
just spinal issues and
She was abused when she was younger. So she's a rescue.
And who's in the
Hey,
basement?
He's a troll. We got a troll
He's
in the
a
basement.
troll.
Yep.
Hello. You're not Devil Dog.
I
need
told
to
you he's
say
a troll.
A lot of people don't know this about me, but I have a sister that's has a slurred speech, and that's why I'm able to understand DJ
Yeah.
Look
because
Look
of
at
that. Because of
DJ
that sister.
Look at DJ sporting. What is that? MT Homestead
Yes.
or Lazy
No.
Days Ahead? Which one? I can't see the bottom of it.
Like she days ahead.
I'm just impressed he has a shirt on.
Yeah.
He's been wearing shirts all the time now.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've
he
noticed.
has. He got a little bit.
That's a nice shirt.
That is a nice
Yeah,
shirt.
comment today.
Oh, you just got it today? Cool.
Yeah, because apparently one day a Muslim sent it to me. It got sent to the wrong address. So
Oh,
They-
wow.
Okay, Victoria, we'll see you when
they
you get back.
had to reset it. So
Ah.
comment today. Yeah.
Does Jesse and Lisa know you got it?
I messaged them,
Okay.
but I don't know if they saw my message, so let me check. It doesn't look like they seen the message, but yeah.
When I was at the Mid America meetup, Jesse and Lisa gave me some more looms, and I hadn't shouted their channel out for doing that.
going nowhere.
I need to.
Nice.
I'm gonna see if I can at the
Mm,
senior center is take the looms over there and teach some older people how to make these hats.
Nice.
You know, that's what I'm thinking of doing with them.
That'd be cool.
Hmm.
Then they can start blessing people with the hats and stuff.
Hmm. Cool.
What are we watching tonight, DJ?
Okay, tonight's false album is Totally Spies.
Totally Spies. I don't want to watch that.
Well, you have to tonight.
DJ, I'm not feeling really well tonight. I'm probably not going to be there.
Oh, don't worry. I will have Jamie make you feel a lot better so you can be there. Oh,
What channel is it on?
actually, it's not on any streaming service, but you can find it on YouTube.
What time are you going to watch it?
Well, what time do you want to watch?
I don't know, but you got to tell me in my time, not your time.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because Al's not joining us tonight, so
Oh, okay.
I mean we go watch that and Scooby Doo. So
Yep.
Scooby-Doo, where are
yeah.
Oh, that's what we were talking about, Dan. My old dog, Padgy, I bring her in during the day. She ain't doing well. She's 12 years old.
No.
Now, she's never been abused. I've had her since she was 8 weeks old, and she's been spoiled her whole life.
Good for her.
Except for now, she's blind and deaf, and well, she totally blind in her left eye, and her right eye, you can tell she can't see. She can probably see like images or blurs, kinda, but she's pretty much blind. She'll run into stuff and everything else. But and then her arthritis or whatever. I mean, it's not really arthritis because she don't whine or cry, but you can tell her back legs are stiff. You know, she don't bend them like she used to, and that happens to us old people. You'll get there, DJ.
I'm already there, Eddie.
No, it's two different things, DJ. But anyways, then she's kind of deaf too. So she's in pretty bad shape, but she can't control her bladder or anything or her other stuff. So you can let her out, and then 30 minutes later, she's using the bathroom again. So we started putting her outside, and she loves it outside on the porch, because if she's in here, she'll be barking, bark, and she keeps on barking. You put her outside on the porch, she'll go lay in the dog bed we have out there and just lay down and sunbathe, or she just don't bark or anything else. But then you bring her in, she starts barking. And but with the heat index being what it is, we've been bringing her in and putting her in the kennel. And then Jamie lets her out in the morning, and then I go and clean the kennel and then bring her back in. So
Well, that's rough.
But she's not in any pain or anything. If she was like suffering,
yeah,
then we would, put her down. But she's not suffering. She's just living out her life. She's old, and it's like,
Yeah, we
This thing is really soft.
what was that?
Feels so
Okay.
nice.
A couple months ago, we were afraid we were going to have to do
yeah.
that. Lucy was in so much pain, but they were able to give her some pills, and now she's back to being, she saunters. It's not like she really runs anymore, but she's not whining or crying.
She's still enjoying life. But
Yeah, I give Padgy these little chewable pills that help with joint movement and stuff like that as well.
yeah, we give her, what is that?
Hemp.
Pills. Seems to help her.
I don't know if you know this, Devil Dog.
What's that?
My niece is in here.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my niece Stacy.
Oh.
I was like, wow.
And where? In the chat?
She's in the chat. Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen her.
Stacy, say something. If you're still here.
I figure if Devil Dog can use his back scratcher, I can use mine too.
Yeah.
Hey, mine's invisible though, Dan.
I saw you using it.
It's
like
invisible.
invisible.
Do I have my green screen on? Yeah, it's got to be on.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing a puppy right now.
Yeah,
it's on.
yeah, wrong.
Why is it not doing right, though?
Hi, Devil Dog's keeper, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, will you make me some breakfast? I don't like that. The light's too bright.
It's been a while since Devil Dog's been in my lives, but that's okay. KMB? What's KMB?
Kiss my butt.
Yeah, you tell him, Jimmy.
Oh. Oh.
No, it's not what I use. Invisible gardening tools. Yeah, that is what I use, Shirley.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. See how long that's gotten? I just keep going until I get 28 rows on this.
That's looking awesome, Rebecca.
Thank you. We've gotten to the 2 hours now, and it's a little bit longer than that.
Jamie.
She's not funny, DJ. Do not encourage her.
She's a lot funnier than you are.
She
Oh.
go play in the street with Randy Eddie.
But everybody was kind of worried that I was going to still be live when other channels that I go to are live, and I went, no, I'm. In fact, I think I'm going to start going live at 2:00 on Tuesdays or something like that. Just to be able to put some content on my channel. And
No, she's not, Roadhog.
Yes, she is, Roadhog. Yes, she is.
I'm gonna get a drink. My throat's. There we go. This is really. You're going to be so warm in this hat. You may have to do a little stretching because this thing is. Wow. What I usually do when I have one this kind of heavy drying. What are you working on for me right now, Jamie? I was wondering. And see, he popped himself down.
Yeah.
He's curious too.
And I'm like,
Or else he decided to go make himself breakfast.
Somebody showed on Facebook, sent me a picture of someone using a laundry basket to put yarn in.
You can't see what I was working on.
Nice.
I'm working on. Okay.
Of course he did.
Can't jump up today.
This is heavy. Usually my hats aren't this heavy, but this thing is heavy. You okay?
Oh, it is 5:14.
Yeah,
I just need something like
okay with pepper.
maybe the shrimp.
I've been sick for a little bit, but yeah, I'm okay.
Kathy's going to work on our dinner. So
Oh, okay.
Nice.
'Cause it's 4.
5:14 here. So
Well, I've got it says 4:15 because when you're trying to set a digital clock, you never get it right on.
Yeah, it's 5:14. Almost 5:15 right now. So.
It says almost 5:16 here, which
Hey Nancy Garcia.
No, I have no idea what she's working on for me. I don't know.
Huh.
Roadhog?
Hey, Nancy.
Yeah. I got
And hi, Nancy. You're back. Are you going, DJ?
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go watch my shows.
Okay.
And if that works, Darby can, he knows where I will be.
See you later. Thanks for coming up, DJ. Let's see how many we got here. This thing is getting there.
That's, we said earlier, Nancy, that you'd agree with us that our hats will be nice come October, November. Because I imagine Columbus gets pretty, almost as cold as we get up here. What really is funny, though, is even from where we are in Ohio, our son went to Ohio University, which is in southern Ohio. And there could be a 10 degree difference in temperatures between northern Ohio and southern Ohio. Which was nice in the summer, but not so nice in the winter for
Yeah. But it's definitely been a lot of fun doing the hats this way. You know, people get to meet you and I get to know the people that you have in your channel. This thing is really thick. Look at that thing. This is going to be
good.
It's going to be so nice.
Roadhog can understand too, because he's over in Michigan, which gets mighty cold also.
Yes. You get those lake effect snows and stuff. And then, of course, those Woman Outdoors.
Yeah, she's only 45 minutes from us.
Oh,
even
wow.
though she's in Pennsylvania, we're pretty much close to the border, both of us. So.
Oh, wow.
And we're both on Lake Erie.
That's where I was thinking that you were in the same area that she was, but you somewhat are. It's just you're in a different state.
Yeah. And then Nancy's south of us.
Oh, she's south. Okay. There's another alert going off on my phone, and I'm not looking at it. You know, I hear it, but it's like, hey, I'm sorry, people.
At least
Right
it's
now
not
I'm doing my own
not
thing
one of
right
those
now.
Amber Alerts. Those Amber Alerts go off, and it sounds like a air raid siren. At least on our phones, it does.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going a little longer than 2 hours, but they usually do.
It gets colder than an ice cream truck freezer up here in the winter.
Oh, I don't get to eat a lot of ice cream because I am lactose intolerant. So I get orange. Well, sherbet is nothing but sugar. So I try to get like a sorbet or something like that that's a lot healthier for you. You know, it's got real fruit because sherbet just has nothing but sugar and stuff. I usually get non-dairy type ice cream when I do get anything, or I get lactose free.
Yeah, neither one of us are really supposed to eat dairy. And when the doctor told me to not eat dairy anymore, she goes, but I realize that everybody has to eat ice cream every so often. I'm like, I like ice cream. I want it every so often, but I said, that ain't going to be the hard thing to give up for me. I was like, but then again, cheese isn't considered dairy, right? We love our cheese. Alfonso, how are you?
Hi, Alfonso.
Glad to see you in here. I always promote Alfonso too. He's awesome. Don't know if you've ever heard him playing the piano and that, but
Yes, I do.
Organ.
Yes, I have.
So is Eddie actually making himself breakfast, Jamie? Since you wouldn't make it for him?
Have you ever made hummus?
I don't know if you could hear Kathy yelling yuck.
Who? Yuck? She doesn't like hummus?
No. That's cool, Alfonso.
I haven't yet, but I do like putting garbanzo beans on a salad.
Yeah, see, I like
You like garbanzo beans? Okay.
But the hummus aspect of it, I'm not overly fond of. I think it's the texture.
Probably.
Because our kids like the hummus. But
Oh, he's feeding the dogs too. Okay.
well, I'm glad he's doing some work.
Yeah, me too. My brother and I usually work together on feeding the dogs. I'll get their water, or sometimes I'll get their food, you know, for them to eat, and you know, and get them all set up. And I better check of where I'm at because I haven't. Usually, I'll push down how many rows I've gotten, but I haven't been doing that. And I better count because I just keep winding around here and hooking it over, and I'm not sure where I'm at.
Rebecca,
Yes.
this is what I use when I crochet. I don't know. Can you see this big jar?
Oh, wow.
And I put a hole in the center of the lid with an awl, and I stick the yarn in that jar and pull the yarn through that hole.
I got one of those too.
Yeah,
This
it works really nice, doesn't it?
This I use for making my sun tea.
Ah, I used to make that long time ago. When my kids were little, anytime we went camping, we make sun tea.
I've got to get some peppermint from the health food store. I've got the chamomile, and I wanted like some spearmint to mix with it,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, that metal cozy thing, and set that out there that morning, and make some sun tea out on my driveway.
That sounds delicious.
And what's really strange is because I'm using the real plants instead of the leaf, the
Yeah.
ones that you get. I don't even have to use sugar. I don't even have to put honey in it or anything.
Well, I never put sugar in mine anyways, but
Hey, where'd DJ go?
He said he was going to go watch the cartoon.
Oh,
So what are you getting ready to eat?
leftovers from last night.
Oh,
Jamie calls it Mexican spaghetti. Well, that's what the recipe said that she found on TikTok.
oh. The Steak and Shake used to make this thing where you had spaghetti, and then they put chili on top of it, and they called it like a 3-way, 5-way, or whatever it was. There was one of the times I've taken spaghetti squash, and I've never put chili on it, but I'm going to try it. See what I think of it.
What is that, a gallon, babe?
What?
That jar.
yeah.
Actually, Alfonso, it was a gallon pickle-sized jar.
Pickle size jar.
Oh, actually, she had cherries in it, but
Because I have more of those gallon pickle size jars that I didn't even think about using those for putting my yarn in.
Kathy said it works well. It did work well for her. Hello, Rushing Wind Mountain. How are you?
Hi, Rushing Wind Mountain. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Russian Wind Mountain.
We love pickles, so we got a lot of those big pickle jars. What's nice is when she makes her own, though.
See what happens when I don't turn my volume down? Keeps going off. My
I
phone
have
constant.
I have one more row, and your hat's coming off.
All right. We're looking forward to getting them.
Oh my goodness, this is.
Alfonso said, geez, I bet I can drink a whole gallon of water and not knowing it since it's my normal size jar.
Hey, Rushing Mountain.
This
Wind Mountain.
this thing is a half a gallon. That's an awful lot of water to drink.
Yeah.
Is Shirley still in here?
Well, I'm sure she's running it even if she's not at the computer right now because she's always busy.
Yes.
She's always doing something, either doing stuff in her garden, cooking, stuff like that. So she'll come in and she'll leave it running even if she steps away.
Thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. Sorry, I don't know your actual name.
And there's Alfonso.
Hello, how are you?
I hear some crackling going on.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
You got an echo going, Alfonso.
You got an echo going on.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Now, how about now?
I'm hearing a kind of a rushing sound.
You can hear good on my end.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a scratchy sound I'm hearing on my
There's static going.
speakers.
How about now? I turned down the other channel that I'm not using.
Oh, there you go.
That's much
That's better. That's much better.
Yeah, I have my guitar plugged in, my organ, and all that. My turntable.
I'm about to take his hat off
I'll try to remember
in
that.
a nice way. So I'm going to pull this down. What I do is I take the lead yarn, and I make a loop. I put that loop over this peg. Let me get that. And I'm going to take that bottom and pull it over. And then the lead line is going to come off of that. And then I just keep going around. Let me see here. Bring this, see if I can get this in the camera. Come here. Down we go. Okay. Let's see.
You ever seen that Braille car?
Can you guys see that okay?
I'm gonna bring down my exposure.
And it just basically, you're pulling that, taking that loop that I've got here and pulling it over, and then you're taking that one off and you put it to the next peg, and you just keep doing that until it comes off. Thanks a lot. But it just basically, you're taking that off and then you're pulling it back. This doesn't come down. There we go. Okay, there it is. See, I'm putting that over. Then I hook it over and then pull it off. And you just do that until you get down to the end. Now you guys can see it, right? So basically, I'm using that loop to pull back a little bit so that I can keep it taut. Thank you, Devil Dog, for putting me solo. And it's just keep doing this until I get it off. And this is what happens as you're taking it off. When I first started doing these hats, we would cut off a piece of that yarn and then use a needle to thread it and taking it off. And then you had this long piece of yarn that you literally had to throw away. And then we found a different way to do this, and this is what the change was, is making that loop. And it just made it a whole lot better because then you didn't waste a whole bunch of these pieces of yarn. That you literally couldn't do anything with. You guys need to watch me do the whole thing. There we go. You guys got the idea. If you want to. There we go. So it's just, that's how you take them off. And I'll show you the next step when I get this off here. There we go.
You seen that big burrito?
Oh my.
My normal size burrito. See what happens when you have low vision? You know, everything has to be big. That was just a big giant tortilla.
Hi, quiet listener. Thank you for coming.
And Victoria.
Hello. How is everybody doing today?
Hi, Victoria.
How you doing today?
We're all doing good. We're blessed.
Did you get mail from us yet, Victoria?
I don't believe so. If I did, I would have done a shout out.
Well, I mean, I could care less if we get shout outs. We just
Yeah.
like to know that people got
I don't believe
What?
so.
I think I sent yours out like 2 weeks ago, so you should be getting it soon.
Let me.
Unless I screwed your address up, and I might get it back in my mail. I've been known to do that.
Yeah, I sent at the beginning of this month. I sent 2 cards out for Eddie and for Gary, and that was at the beginning of the month. And
I got it. Jamie said I got it like 2 days ago.
oh, awesome!
So expect in 6 months for Eddie to give you a shout out.
Yep.
Let me see if I got a sticker. It'll be in my book. So let me look real quick. And I did it. I would do a shout out. Nope, not in here. So I haven't got it yet.
Well, hopefully it should be getting to you soon. As I said, unless I screwed your address up, and it'll come back to us, which I've had that happen with other people too. I think
Gary,
sometimes they can't read my
I
writing.
I can't even remember if I sent you one yet.
me?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it in this book or is it in the other book? Hold on. Let me look in my.
So
All my
I did.
stickers are in my book, so that's how I.
Oh, okay.
And I would have done, like I said, every time I get even
That's off.
one piece of mail, I do a shout out. So it would also
See where
show.
you see where this loop is? I put 2 fingers in there, and then I'm going to pull the hat, pull all that yarn together. This hole will get smaller. Now it's time to cut this off. And because I always seem to poke myself, I got scissors that are blunt end. Then I pinch those, turn it inside out. And I take this yarn over the front side, pull it under, and then I'm going to pull.
Buddy.
There it is.
Tickle.
It has as you see, there is a small hole there because this is a thicker hat. You can't pull it down all the way. So then I tie it a couple of times, and where that yarn that has that loop, I cut that. Let me pull this down just a little bit. I end up cutting this, and then I separate them, and I tie them back to that one, that end. So these literally get tied about 6 times. And
No. Rebecca, I haven't got one from you.
okay, I didn't think I'd sent you one yet.
Hey, Rebecca, that's a steam tractor you have on your
What?
left side? A tractor?
It is.
Can I see it?
Sure. Let me get this done. And then what I end up doing is I just cut these off. There's some pieces missing that I don't have. And here's his hat. There we go. There's your hat is finished. I'm going to roll back here and get that. Oh, my kitty's there.
Eddie, open it. I want you to see it. I'm so excited that you got it. Open it, Eddie.
The little box that goes in here is gone.
Make yourself big, Rebecca.
Where you put the fire in. But yeah, my dad got this from my mom.
That is so cool, Rebecca.
So it's a live steam engine, right?
Can you make yourself big, Rebecca?
Yeah, I sure can.
Wow.
Oops.
Oh,
Oops.
no.
It's okay. That top likes to come off. But yeah, the little box, as you see, the little box is not there. So I'm going to have to, when they have the steam engine show here in Missouri, I'm going to have to take this and see if that can be fixed.
That is freaking awesome.
That is cool.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
They should be able to.
Does it
fix
work?
that.
Rebecca,
I've never used it because where you put the wood in, that
Yeah.
box is not there.
Oh, the
That's worth
firebox.
some money, Rebecca.
Hey, Des, how you doing? I got so intrigued
You know,
in
That
this
so
is
tractor
way
that I didn't
cool.
notice you came in.
Hey, Des.
you know, it's something that my dad got for my mom.
That is worth
No.
money.
Yes.
It is? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's worth a bit. It's not like $15. That's worth some money.
Wow.
You,
I
at
had
least
no clue.
at least a couple hundred, Rebecca.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
There's an app you can put on your phone, Rebecca, and then you take it takes a picture of it, and then it brings up all items that are either it or close to it, and gives you a price and some
Wow.
information on it.
I had no clue, you know.
Or you can ask people that are into that type of thing. and
Yeah,
they
hold on a
usually
second,
know, too.
Rebecca. Let me ask you a question. Is that handmade? What's it say? What is there a
It says
plate on there?
MAM Mamod Steam Tractor.
Hold on.
MAMOD.
Is there
Mamod.
anything on the bottom of it?
Let me turn this.
It's gonna fall
I got it
apart.
right here. It's $119 on eBay, Rebecca.
What?
Yep.
I had
That
no
same
I
exact
had no-
thing, but there's another one that's $201 on eBay.
Oh my goodness. I had no clue.
Yeah. So you're looking between $100, $250, $300, something like that.
I
So
love that type
what
of
if I break
thing.
into that TV
Yeah.
screen and snatch it?
I cannot believe that I've got something that's worth that kind of money. Had no clue. Had
Yep.
no clue at all.
Well, as soon as I seen it, I knew it was worth money.
Yeah,
Look what I
me
got
too.
here. An old John Deere tractor from the 1930s.
Hi, Peace. Hi, Daz.
That's cool, Alfonso.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm about to surprise. Is your wife?
Yeah, she was spoiling Lucy with love.
I'm gonna put this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this one up, so you guys will be there. What I ended up doing is when we were talking, she said she liked this. She loved the red and green, you know, the Christmas. So I've already made your pot holder and dishcloth that will be coming with your hats. They're
Thank
already
you.
they're already finished.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we
No.
certainly didn't expect that.
No.
Oh, I didn't think you would, you know.
Hey,
that
Dan.
they will be coming.
Hey, what?
And I'm spoiling Gracie with the leftovers of my leftovers. She's down there eating it. Because she wouldn't leave me alone. Jamie let her in here. And immediately, as soon as she let her in here, she started barking, wanting food. So I finished what I was going to do and then left her the little bit of food left on the paper plate.
We'd never do anything like that.
No, no.
Des says your ceramic Christmas tree is worth money too. It's a collector's item.
All I know is that I had no clue that thing was
Well, it's good Alfonso
worth that kind of money
noticed
at all.
that. And then you
Yeah.
had three of us that were like, oh, wow.
Yep.
But yeah, I remember when we were looking through the cotton yarn and she said that she really liked
Yeah.
that Christmas, you know,
Christmas.
so I went ahead and made them.
Oh, look at that train. That's pretty cool.
Now-
the
Devil
big G-scale
dog.
model trains.
Devil dog,
Yes.
let's bless somebody with one. Nobody knew that there was going to be a giveaway today, but there is.
I didn't know
You
it
didn't
either.
even know this. I've made these pot holders. Now, I don't know which one the lady that won on Ann Dale's today is going to pick. So once she picks hers, which one I'm going to email her today to find out which one she wants. And the other two sets that I have will be the ones that are given away on my live today. So you're going to probably have to wait a little bit to figure out which one they're going to have. But what I've got is I have this one that Des has seen before,
Ooh,
and I
like
put
that.
a brighter color on this one. I've got this one that has this. And then I have this green, the ones that I made when we had Al's giveaway. I can make some more of these because I've got more of that yarn. But this is all I have of this yarn is a pink. It's a white and a light pink and a dark pink. So I want to, do we want to do it where they pick a number? Or do we want to do it in that?
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do it that way.
What's the hashtag, Rebecca?
Hashtag is giving yarn.
I can't get into it.
So what are my chances of getting something for the TV if I break into the screen?
Hey, Alfonso, do you have an email in your About page or anything?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll look it up and send you a email one of these days.
Yeah.
Send you some pictures of some of my stuff.
Yeah,
You
like,
might-
you know,
you
let me
might
tell you what I did
get-
when I was 5 years old, man. When I was 5, we had this big TV console. My parents had one of those. And every time they used to give out the toy train commercial, like the Lionel and the big model G-scale train, I wanted it so bad. So what I did, I grabbed a hammer and got ready. Whenever that commercial come up, I would hit the screen with the hammer until I smashed the TV screen. And then the moment I broke the TV screen, instead of getting what I wanted, all I got was sparks flying out of the TV and shattering glass and a huge butt spanking.
As I was going to say, our son, if he tried that, he'd have a sore bottom. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube. The police will be showing up. But
How many's in there right now? Because I can't tell.
6 of 10.
6 of 10. Okay.
But I didn't get what I wanted from the TV.
didn't get what you wanted from your parents either, did you?
No. Big Air was expensive, you know.
Yeah, yes.
So I don't know what are my chances now getting something from the TV like that.
Well, if you didn't figure that out the last time.
I think this is definitely a way of giving away something where somebody doesn't even know this is happening. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
We did that with one of ours. Because when you, like, if you say you're doing a giveaway, you get some of the unattractive people coming.
Well, you
Dan,
get
quit
people that
calling me
are-
ugly.
Subscribe.
You're more than
this is
welcome to come to
subscriber-
our thing, Betty.
he turned back on. He turned back on subscriber only. You know, so these are the people that have been supporting me for a long time, and this is my very first giveaway. My very first.
I was thinking, Eddie, you know how they give you a hard time about your hair? They don't understand that people who have larger brains, more space, you know. So the hair doesn't grow as.
Well, I'll tell you something. Give me a sec. I'll tell you something. I don't know how women do it, okay? My hair is driving me nuts, okay? I hate, especially with the 110, 115 heat index and stuff. It's hot outside. Well, even with the AC going and stuff, it's hot inside, because it's so freaking hot outside. Well, this stuff, I just took a shower yesterday, and then yesterday evening, my hair was freaking driving me nuts, sweaty, itchy, everything else. And I'm like, how do women deal with all that freaking hair on their head?
Why do you think I have mine up? My hair is thick.
Well, still, look, mine ain't even that long and it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
Mine's about what? 4 inches maybe?
my hair's pretty thick too. And it
Yeah.
goes all the way down to my behind. But
Well, that's even longer than Kathy's, Victoria.
Used to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get some more. I'm gonna have to get some more cotton yarn because this is all I have left.
I actually at one time sported a
How many's in there now?
piggy
6 and
tail.
9 still.
6 of 9. Okay.
Oh,
Anybody
7
else
and
want to
9.
be? Anybody else want to be in my
If you can
giveaway?
picture me with that.
There's 7 of 9. There's only 2
7 of 9.
people
Come
that's
on.
not in there.
If you can picture me with the piggy tail or ponytail or whatever you want to call it.
Two
Ponytail.
different things. Piggy tails, you'd have them on the sides.
It was the ponytail.
I like the first one. I like picturing you in piggy tails.
Oh wow.
7 and 9 people, and I think one of those 9 people that had, or one of those 2 people that has in there is probably Jamie.
Who?
Probably Jamie.
Probably Jamie. Okay.
Yep. Let's see. We have.
And I've already.
Rushing
And I
Wind.
think I already sent Jamie one, didn't I?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
We have Rushing Wind, Quiet Listener, me, Alfonso, Ed's Crazy Adventures, Roadhog, Nancy, Our Treasured Home, and the other one's Dez. Dez hasn't entered either.
Des, aren't you going to enter? You could always gift it to somebody, or give it away on your live.
Jamie, you still listening?
And of course,
Oh.
I'm not going to put my name in for it.
Hold on a second. Got a phone.
There's your dog barking. Or
Yep, that's ours.
that's yours.
Hey Dan, have you ever had any problem with hotels want to charge you extra fees for the accessible room or whatever?
I think we're ready. If Des, you finally put it in, good. I know she's gotten 2 sets from me, but it's okay.
You ready for me to spin, Rebecca?
I am ready to spin.
Yay!
You gotta be kidding me!
No, it's me.
It's you!
Look at that,
Oh
guys.
my goodness! It's you.
Now, let me ask you this. Hold on.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there anyone in here right now that does not have one of your pot holders? And
me,
She doesn't. Nope.
who? Victoria? Give them to her.
Victoria does not.
I gift them to her.
oh,
it is.
thank you, Eddie.
Okay. Because
Thank you, Rebecca.
what I'm
Thank you,
doing,
Eddie.
what I'm doing now is when I make a hat for somebody, they're also getting a dishcloth and pot holder. So when they are getting their hats, they may not know that they're going to be getting that dishcloth and pot holder that I'm going to send with it. You know, I've started doing that. So Victoria, since Devil Dog has gifted you this. Do you want me to make you a hat?
I don't want you to go through all that trouble because I really
It's
don't
okay.
wear hats.
You don't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will use the dish rag and washcloth.
Yeah, it's a pot holder
Yeah.
and dishcloth. So
Well,
But
I'll use it for
once-
my face, actually.
yeah, once we find out which one the person that went on Ann Dale's this morning,
Mhm.
which one she wants, then I will send you an email of the two that I have left, so you can pick which one you want.
Okay.
That's what I will do. Because I don't know which one she's gonna take. I have sent her that email of those pictures, so she can pick which one she's gonna want. So, and once that gets done, I have your address already, and I will send this out with my stickers.
Ruby Eddie is Devil Dog. Eddie, Devil Dog. So I won and I gifted to Victoria
To Victoria.
because she didn't have one.
Hey Eddie, I got a question. Why is it called Devil Dog?
Because I'm a Marine, brother.
A Marine?
Yeah, United States Marine Corps, otherwise known as Tufelhunden,
Okay.
otherwise known as Devil Dogs.
Devil Dogs?
Yep. So I am a Devil Dog. So therefore, the name Devil Dog.
Yeah.
Rebecca, I want to
Yes.
thank you so much. We're
You're
looking
welcome.
forward to getting these.
Yes.
Been sitting for too long now. My back is really killing
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
going to get off.
Yeah.
We
And I'll
really
get these.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for allowing me up
Yeah.
and
Not a problem.
promoting my channel.
You're welcome so much.
Hmm.
Well,
If
I'm
you-
going to go ahead and end this live. And thank you for everyone coming. And congratulations. Everyone have a great night. And I'll see you in YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Semper
Bye.
Fi.
Bye.